Hello coders, welcome back to Tutorend. And guys, in this video we're going to see how we can use React Hot Toast in our React or Next.js application. And guys, React Hot Toast is one of the most popular and most used toast library for React or Next.js applications. So if you come to this website reacthottoast.com, then you can see this page and you can see the features of React Hot Toast. That is, it is hot by default and it is easy to integrate in your application, and we get emoji support, and it is also customizable. It gives us Promise API to handle the loading state of a process or any component, and after we want to save the toast, and we can even pause the toast. Let me show you a toast here, and if you want to pause it, then you can just hover on it and it is going to pause there. After we remove the cursor from the toast, it is going to disappear. And below that you can see the examples of using these features. For example, if you want to use emoji, then you can use it like this, and you can also change the positions. So guys, that's it for the introduction. Let's see how we can use this in our React or Next.js application. So for that I'm going to create a new project in my code spaces, and for that I'm going to run npx create next app, and you can give your application name like my toaster, or you can just leave it blank if you want the root directly to be your project folder by giving the dot. We have to accept these terms. I'm just going to continue with the JavaScript for now, so let's say it here no. After that we can just press enter, and guys, as you can see here, our application has been created, and inside the app folder we have this pages.js, and this is our home page. So let me try to run this application by npm run there, and this is our application right now. So now we're going to remove the default code from this. Now let's write some code here. So this is how our application looks now. Now let's center these by giving the class name. By the way, this is a Tailwind class, and increase the size by text is equal to 2xl. Now let's try to use the React Hot Toast in our application. So for that we have this npm library for the React Hot Toast, and you can see how much popular is this library by seeing the weekly downloads. So let's try to install this in our project by running npm I React Hot Toast. If you come to my website, then you can find this tutorial on using React Hot Toast. So there are basically two important things in the React Hot Toast, that is this function and this component, that is toaster. You can also call them as APIs. So guys, this is a function which we are going to call to render the toast, and this is the component which is going to be the root component for all of the toast messages rendered. First of all, we have to import this and use it in our root component. If you are using the earlier versions of Next.js, then in that you may find the root component as the app.js or index.js. But in the Next.js 13, then you can find the layout.js, which is the root component for all of the components rendered in the Next.js 13 or so on. So inside this we have to import the toaster component, and now you can use this anywhere between the HTML tag or inside the body tag. So now we have set up the root component, and now we can just render the toast by importing the function toast. And now I'm going to add a button here, which is going to say so toast, and on this button I'm going to add a event listener on click. Inside that I'm going to call this method toast, and now here you can pass simple string like so guys, now we're done with the basic hot toast. So let's see. So this error is coming because to use the React hot toast you have to use it in a client component, and the home page right now is not a client component. So maybe you can just put it in another component, or just make this page as client. And now this should work. Let's just put the button in the center of the page. And now in the official documentation you can see there are multiple examples which you can use to show the different variants of toast messages. For example, you can use the success to show the success messages, and for that you just have to append this success on your toast function. Before that, let's put this function inside a new utility function and call this from there. We're going to write the const notify as an arrow function, and just call that. You can see it is still working. So now we can just append the success to show a success message. Similarly, you can show different messages like error, and you can even add the emojis. So first of all, let's try this error. And let's try to add the emoji in our toast message. So for that we just have to pass another argument inside this function, and this is going to be the object which is going to have the icon value, and the value is going to be any emoji. So let's put the icon here. Instead of cross button we can see the unicorn icon. You can even change the directions of these notifications, so let's try to use these. And guys, you can even change the direction of the toast messages. So for that we have to pass the props inside the toaster component like this. So let's try this. Position is going to be bottom left. Similarly, you can change the direction programmatically, and you can even pass the positions in the toast message itself instead of toaster. So for that we have to pass the direction inside this toast message. So along with the icon we can just pass position, and this is going to be the settings for this message only instead of the whole toaster component. And for that you just show this. Let's put it here top left, and let's try it again. And now you can see this is working fine. And you can even pass the custom component as the message inside the toast function, and even we can use the Tailwind classes to customize the components, as you can see here. So for that we have to pass this custom after the toast function. So let's try this custom, and as shown in the documentation we can now pass JSX component as the message. So first of all, let's create a component. We're going to call this message, and this is going to return a basic div tag. And now let's put this inside the custom toast message. And as you can see here, our custom component is shown here. We can even put some another elements in our custom message, like a button. First up, we have to wrap this. Now you can see this is working fine. Now you can further explore it yourself. So that's it for this video. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, subscribe to Tutorend. Thanks for watching. Stay healthy, keep coding, and keep watching Tutorend.